Altcoin Market Cap is on the cusp of a historic moment. It is retesting this area as a new support. This was a resistance before, but we've seen what can happen when it is a support. It rallies to new highs, and Altcoin Market Cap is positioned for that. So we're going to be talking about that in a lot more detail, this monthly chart as well as many altcoins in today's video. So subscribe to the channel for more videos like this in the future, and like the video if you enjoy content like this going forward, and let's dive right into it. So this black level right over here, you can see that this on the monthly time frame, perfect point of rejection into a bear trend. Right over here, you can see that retesting has enabled in the past rallies to really great highs, and we've monthly closed above this black level. And so any pullbacks into this black level, that's going to be a monthly retest before further highs, and the next level to reclaim is this 182 billion level. We had this as a support before, so it will be very important to reclaim this again, because that would enable a move into 300 billion, which is already almost 100% more than where we currently are at. So on the monthly time frame, we could potentially get a dip in here. It doesn't have to happen, but any dips would serve as fuel for the next uptrend. Here we've been having fantastic dips and retesting of this green region as support. So it really is well positioned, the altcoin market cap as a whole. And if we look at the monthly closes on Polkadot, for instance, it's broken this resistance. It's broken out from this macro market structure. It's ready for a downtrend. Doesn't need to retest the top of this pattern to confirm the breakout fully and then provide trend continuation to this next major resistance. And of course, this major resistance here wouldn't reject price too much. We'd probably blast through it over time, because this is now a new macro uptrend for Polkadot. And Fetch here has broken this blue diagonal resistance of, well, really just going back to 2022. So over a year and a half, we've just broken out beyond here. And you can see here, upside wicking and then a rejection. Before here, upside wicking as well, but a deeper rejection. So from a deep rejection to a shallower rejection to now a monthly close beyond this previous point of resistance, it could turn into a new point of support. If we do dip, that's going to be entirely healthy before rallying towards the 60-cent region once again. We've already been there, but do we need a dip before rallying to this red region of resistance, the last major resistance before new all-time highs for Fetch? A dip would be healthy. It doesn't have to happen, but if it does happen, it will serve as fuel for the next uptrend for Fetch going forward. When you break a macro downtrend that's been going on for a year and a half, we won't be seeing any deeper retracements anytime soon unless they're healthy dips. Injective has managed to monthly close above this orange level, retest it as a support, and we've got a fantastic monthly close within this last range before Injective is able to break to new all-time highs. So we're currently just consolidating here. If we need a dip into the orange range low, that's going to be healthy once again. But generally speaking, this final major resistance point is the one to be broken before price discovery to new all-time highs for Injective. We've broken this monthly macro downtrend for Chainlink already. We've broken beyond it. Doesn't look like we're going to retest this region as a new support, because we're already finding a support in this red region of old resistance, flipping it back into a support like we saw right over here. So price stability at this region will enable further upside in this new macro uptrend. Any pullback, whether it's just downside wicking here like we saw over here, or even over here, any downside wicking or deeper pullbacks would be constituting a retest right over here, but it might not occur because of finding stability at this red region of resistance, which is turning into a new area of support. Over here for Polygon, this monthly close occurred below this macro downtrend, but the thing about that monthly close is that we're now seeing price action trend just beside this channel, and now we might be pulling back into the top of this pattern to fully confirm the breakout into a new macro uptrend after having a downtrend dating back to 2022. So the bear market, it's been almost more than, really, just more than, it's going to be 2 years now actually, where Polygon has had this downtrend resisting price, and now it's ready for a new trend, and we're seeing the very beginnings of these new trends. So at the moment, not much upside, but that will change with time as price accelerates in its new macro uptrend. Ocean Protocol, fantastic monthly close into this red region of old resistance, and you can see here we saw a rejection from this resistance, but we blasted through it in 2021, held it as a support despite some downside volatility, held it as support here as well despite downside volatility. Here we upside wicked into this resistance, but now we're breaking beyond it. And if we turn this region into support, then we're going to ascend higher within this current range of this red region of support into the black level of 64 cents. But the main thing for Ocean is to challenge this macro downtrend, this last macro downtrend before it revisits this final resistance area before new all-time highs. We're probably going to revisit this region, this downtrend, over time, and it will probably break beyond there as well. Maybe some initial rejection, but generally we're going to break beyond there, and we'll revisit this resistance area right over here for a chance at breaking into price discovery for price. And so this is STX, and we saw a breakout from the bear market bottom here, pull back for a very long time into a falling wedge, and we've broken out here as well. And this is actually a play that I mentioned in the Rekt Capital newsletter, where we got a fantastic reaccumulation channel here, and this was one of the first targets. So first target has been met, and we got so much more, 74% from this reaccumulation range, and this is the next resistance here to break beyond for STX. Generally speaking, wave 1, then corrective wave 2, then now a new wave 3, which could be either the copy of this wave 1, or it could be a bit more even exuberant, and then we'll have a wave 4 before another wave 5. So this is still going towards this major resistance, and there's still a bit more upside left for STX, seeing as it's broken out from this falling wedge, enjoyed reaccumulation for a very long time before now rallying once again towards the upside. And Theta token right over here breaking out from its wedging structure, a macro wedging structure that we haven't seen get broken since July of 2022. We've been rejecting here so many times over the past year, but now monthly close beyond this key resistance area, and now Theta token might be soon pulling back into the top of this region for a retest to fully confirm this breakout into a new macro uptrend. Generally speaking, this dip doesn't even have to happen, but if it does, we know what it's about. It will confirm the breakout, and it would get us closer to this $1.33 region as the very first initial target, because when price breaks out from a macro downtrend that's been lasting for as long as this one, a new macro uptrend tends to last a lot longer, or at the very least, a similar amount of time. We're now on the cusp of a new bull trend for Theta and many altcoins, as we mentioned in today's video. So this, if we need a dip, it's going to be a healthy dip before further continuation to the upside. But that dip doesn't even necessarily have to happen. We can just skip it and move higher anyway. Price and many altcoins are now in a new macro uptrend, and so this bull market is going to start enjoying its initial phases of appreciation like we saw right over here. But there's still so much more to come for many altcoins going forward. And that's about it. Subscribe to the channel for more videos in the future. Like this video if you enjoyed this one, and I'll speak to you in the next one. Check out the top right hand corner video for more, and I'll speak to you soon.